What's going on, folks? Ryan Kostrowski here, DFS 5-pack. So we did the showdown stuff for DraftKings already, talking over the game tonight. But you know what else we have to go through? We got some overlay matchup shop fire stuff that we need to go through. The matchup shop's awesome. I love it. I play it constantly. Won a lot of money on it. Been on a little bit of a losing streak lately myself, and it is time to turn it around tonight, guys. So let's get after this. Let's go ahead and let's capitalize on the fact that we got some picks that we can go through today. I'll go through how I feel about them. I would love to hear from any of you guys in the comments section about something that you might like on this one. I'm always into making this thing a little bit more interactive and seeing why you guys might like specific picks. So feel free to drop a comment in there. Thumbs up on the video is always appreciated. And then the other thing that we got on overlay right now, since I got you all here, they did something different this week, and I think it should be fun. We'll get back to the matchup shop. We're at a QB shootout for this week. So there's 100 possible entries. Let's try to fill that bad boy up so that they run another one of the same thing. But in the meantime, before I get into that, let's go into the matchup shop for this evening. So starting off, Jared Goff versus Cam Newton. Cam is getting spotted 1.5 currently. This is a tough one because I like Jared Goff, and I definitely like him even at the -1.5. It could be tough because, right, you could definitely be thinking that the Patriots could be trailing in this one and he needs to throw more. It's tough to throw on the Rams, though. It's a really, really good defense over there. That's why I'm going to lean Jared Goff right here. But the idea of the rushing touchdowns, which is what gives me a little bit more hesitation. But still, I'm going to draw a line in the sand right now, and we're going to go with the Ryan Gosling wannabe, which is Jared Goff. All right, next up, Mr. Robert Woods against my little Cooper Kupp, as Matthew Berry calls him. Give me Cooper Kupp. Sometimes I think we look too hard at things like the half-point PPR in here. These dudes both catch a plethora of balls. So, I don't think the half-point PPR on this website versus the full point means anything to me. I do expect Woods to spend most of his time on the outside where he should, have to deal with a little bit of the better coverage that the Patriots are willing to give him. And that's why I like Kupp today. Again, doesn't mean it's solid, but I am getting a point on Cooper Kupp as well. So I'll take little Cooper Kupp on this one. Next up, Tyler Higbee versus Gerald Everett. I mean, honestly, Higbee caught a touchdown last week, but these guys are darn near the same right now. If you're giving me points on Gerald Everett, I'm taking the points and going Gerald Everett. The same thing drops below. Jacoby Myers definitely was a thing for a couple of weeks. Since then, we've seen these guys go back and forth. Neither of them in a crush spot tonight. Bird's a lock on DK, as we all know. But give me Bird because I'm getting points again right here. I think both of these dudes could easily end up under 10 points tonight. It is hard to throw to the wide receiver. I mean, New England already sucks at throwing to the wide receivers, right? Now you got to throw them into the Rams, who are number one against opponents. I could see a scenario where, Myers gets 4 points and Bird gets 3. And give me the +2. Give me Demir Bird on this one. Damian Harris versus James White. So you've heard us using this saying a lot lately on the show about telling yourself a story. And I think what you have to do right here is you have to tell yourself a story, because in your heart of hearts, if you think the Rams get up in this game, get up, 7, 10, 14, 17 points, whatever it is, then I think you're going to like James White in the points. However, knowing that the Patriots want to use Damian Harris and that they're probably going to do their best to try to establish the run in the game like this, if you play out how I think the game does, because I think the Rams win, but I don't think they roll. I think they win by 5 to 10 points. How and when they get the lead, I think, is a big part of the story you have to tell yourself. But I like Damian Harris. I like the way he runs the football. I don't think that they're going to have a lot of success trying to throw on the Rams. So I'm going to take Damian Harris even at the -2. And then last up, Darrell Henderson versus Cam Akers. So this is another one. You've got to tell yourself a story right here, folks. What do you think the Rams' intentions are with Cam Akers? Is he the man now? Because he's coming off back-to-back good games. But it's really only last game where, he was the quote-unquote bell cow. Is he that guy again tonight? I think there's a good chance. Do they revert back to using all 3 running backs a little bit more? I think there's a good chance of that. That's a difficult situation to try to assess because you're essentially trying to guess what the coach is thinking. So gun to head, I like Cam Akers. Do I like him 5 points more than Darrell Henderson? That's a tough call. They did a great job of setting the structure on this one right here of what you're trying to get to. Give me Cam Akers. It's close, though. So we've talked about running parlays on here as well. Excuse me. And the fun part about running these parlays is it's kind of like playing a GPP. You can get 33 to 1 on your money right here. Not easy to do, but we're not going to pretend like trying to get 6 of them right is an easy thing to do. You can mess with it a little bit. Like, let's say maybe you don't like Akers, and you take, Bird out of there. So, putting the 4 picks in. Now I'm getting 10 to 1 on my money. So I like to play around. I like to run some parlays. If there's one I feel really, really good about, then I like to go a little bit heavier on one specific play. They're both fun to me. I can this matchup shop every single day with you guys when we get into the NBA here real soon. And I would also encourage everybody to check out my Instagram profile below. Give it a follow. I drop some quick information on there from time to time as well. All right, let's have a little shits and giggles too as well. Let's run over to the progressive. Fill this bad boy up. We got 16 of 100 registers on this one. I want this thing's filled ASAP. I like the idea of just looking at the quarterbacks right here. All right, first things first. Patrick Mahomes against Miami. Russell Wilson against the Jets. Give me Patrick Mahomes. I like the spot for Wilson better. I just prefer Mahomes on this one. All right, Aaron Rodgers against Detroit. Tom Brady against Minnesota. Give me Aaron Rodgers. He's playing for the MVP at this point. It's between him and Mahomes. Again, are they going to sacrifice the game right here to get him stats? No. But if you're looking for a guy that you think, a reason maybe he throws an extra touchdown later, hate that narrative. Also, you guys all know we like Rojo this week for Tampa Bay, so give me Aaron Rodgers. Next up, Taysom Hill at Philadelphia, Deshaun Watson at Chicago. Give me Watson. The Chicago defense is not the same right now. He could also run the ball in. Give me Deshaun Watson. All right, Ryan Tannehill at Jacksonville, Matt Ryan at the Chargers. If you'd asked me yesterday, I would have said Tannehill, but I've been looking more into Matt Ryan. Give me Matt Ryan. Kyler Murray against the Giants, Justin Herbert against Atlanta. Give me Justin Herbert. I do not think Kyler Murray's himself right now. Teddy Bridgewater, Phillip Rivers. Give me Bridgewater. I think they're going to be able to run on Vegas. And I do think Samuel, McCaffrey, and DJ Moore all have a really good chance to play this week. If he's without a lot of his guys, though, if Christian McCaffrey all of a sudden doesn't play and DJ Moore is out, well, then I'll flip it over to Phillip Rivers. But as it stands, I expect those guys to play. Jalen Hurts against Mitch Trubisky. Give me Mitch Trubisky. No questions about this one. Jalen Hurts showed a little bit of a spark last week. I know he's got the legs to go with it, but this New Orleans defense is something fierce, guys. And Mitch Trubisky goes up against Houston, and their defense just ain't. Derek Carr against the Colts. Andy Dalton against the Cincinnati Bengals. The Bungles. It's a tough one. Give me Derek Carr. He's just better. All right. Matt Stafford, Mike Glennon. Stafford versus the Packers. Mike Glennon versus Tennessee. I'm going to surprise some people here. I'm going to go Mike Glennon. Green Bay's got a good pass defense. They really, really do. Stafford's much better than Mike Glennon, but I do think that this is a good spot. Oh, God, that feels wrong just to do that. I'm going to go Mike Glennon, but I'm probably going to talk myself out of that one come Sunday. Right? Like, Matt Stafford is just a lot better than Mike Glennon, no doubt about it. Kirk Cousins versus Tua. Give me Kirk Cousins. He's playing well lately. They're going to have to throw in this game. That's an easy one for me. Probably my number one in the confidence rankings. Daniel Jones against Arizona. Drew Lock against Carolina. I got to find out how healthy Daniel Jones is because he gets a lot of his points via the run. I would address this one again Sunday. If Jones seems really, truly healthy, then give me Daniel Jones. If he seems a little bit hobbled, then give me Drew Lock. I don't know that we get great information on that one, but I can't answer that question until I get a better idea what his health is. Alex Smith against San Francisco, Nick Mullins against Washington. Give me Alex Smith. No Antonio Gibson this week. They're going to have to go a little bit pass heavy. So let's fill up this QB shootout, guys. Very affordable contest to play. Let's get after it. I want to wish everybody the best of luck again tonight, and hopefully Bellman and I will be back possibly as soon as today to talk a little NBA preseason for you all. Best of luck and have a great day.